How you guys doing, man? Krabby Chris back at it again with another fish video, and today I'm gonna be giving you guys an update on the bathtub bond. We're doing a lot of changes. I got things all torn apart. So if you guys seen my last video, pretty much I was explaining how the plants in here were doing good, but the plants in the side buckets, the 2-gallon containers, weren't doing good because they were a separate system. So basically what I'm doing now is I'm making this all one system. So before, how it worked is, sorry, I know there's a lot of plants in the water, but there's a pump down here. I don't know if you can see it, right where the water bottle is. Sucks up water, pumps it up through a hose into the up through this hose right here into the middle of this bucket. And basically what this would do, this would fill up with water. And I had some plants in here. I had some pepper plants in the back and the pothos in the front. And this was basically an aquaponic system, and so the water would fill up the bucket, and when it reached this little, there's an overflow tube in here. Once it reached the top of that tube, it would overflow back down into the pond. So what was going on is I had these side 2-gallon buckets set up as a hydroponic system, so not as an aquaponic system, just a hydroponic system. So during the day, these I think were getting too hot. Since it's only 2 gallons, they were getting too hot. The plants weren't liking that. The roots were getting too hot, and the plants were like, nope, 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 I can't do that, and they weren't doing good. So we're switching things up, and basically now how I got it set up, or I'm gonna have it set up, is the water's gonna get pumped into this 5-gallon bucket just like before, but instead of overflowing and going straight into the pond, it's gonna overflow out the sides right here, put some 3/4 inch bulkheads, and overflow into the 2-gallon buckets. So we got an overflow on this side, and then we have an overflow on this side as well. And they're both drilled out at the same height, so they should be getting the same amount of water. And once the water overflows into these 2-gallon buckets, I'll drill a hole right here on the bottom. That's also gonna receive a bulkhead and a standpipe. And once it reaches a certain level in these buckets, it's gonna overflow back into the pond. And that's pretty much it. So I'm trying to hurry up and do this before it starts raining again. It just poured out here, as you can see. It's super wet. And it was crazy getting these plants out, man. The roots were crazy long. They were all rooted together. Look at these roots. Crazy long. Look at the pothos roots. Look. I know it's hard to see out here because it's nighttime. And those are after I cut it. So let me show you guys the filter media. So this was the old 5-gallon bucket. You see how we have the overflow pipe, and then we have the outflow where the water would go back into the pond. Here's all the filter media that was in the pond. I know it doesn't look like much, but that's about 12 pounds of media, and it has roots just, oh, look at it. It's just all one big slab pretty much at this point. All of it is rooted together. So I don't know if I'm gonna clean this stuff off or if I'm just gonna trash it, but yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little update before I get all this stuff put together. So I'm gonna cut the camera off, get it put back together before it starts raining, and then I'll show you guys the final product. Alright, you guys, after a bunch of drilling, I finally got the new filter all plumbed up. As you can see, it's gonna overflow right here. It's gonna, basically what's gonna happen is, like I said earlier, the water is gonna come from this pump down here through a hose that comes up right here out the back into the main filter. And once this bucket fills up with water, it's gonna overflow out the sides into these little 2-gallon buckets. And then once these 2-gallon buckets fill up, I have a drain tube right here, so once the water reaches this height, it'll overflow back into the pond. There's one outflow right there, and it's basically mirrored the same thing on the other side. So you have the overflow right here. It's gonna overflow into this other 2-gallon bucket, and then come out this outflow on this side. So this was actually a pretty hard project. My drill took a crap in the middle of me trying to drill through this wood right here, and I had to drill 2 3-inch holes. So I had to order a new drill. Yeah, that wasn't fun. Not actually a new drill, but new drill batteries. So that sucks, but let's go ahead and plug this thing in. See if she works. A little power box right here. I had to hook up a little power pump in the meantime, so the pond would stay oxygenized, fish wouldn't die. I know everything looks crazy right now. All the pothos got knocked down. I gotta fix that. I gotta get the peppers back in here. But let's see if the filter works first before we go doing all that. So unplug this guy. And I think it's maybe this guy, I believe. Alright, so we got water coming in, y'all. Let that fill up. In the meantime, it was so hot out here, man. I don't know if you guys know, I live in Florida. So hot right now that I came out and all the peppers were super wilting, like they're about to dry out. So what I did in the meantime is I happen to have these mason jars, and these net pots just happen to fit right into the mason jars. So I filled it up. Damn, they sucked up a lot of water. I had this thing filled up at the beginning of the day. So yeah, this is just a temporary little fix. Put some fish tank water in the jar, pop them in here, put them in the shade. So you can see how this one's looking. It's not looking too good, but this one looks like it came back a lot. It's filling up still. There's so many wood chips in the pond. I'm gonna have to do a big water change after I get this thing working. But I think the fish should be alright. The wood's not treated, so they should be good. We're almost there. It's about to reach the top. Alright. Water's flowing in. Check the other side. Got water flowing in there as well. Alright, I'm not seeing any leaks on this side yet. No leaks on this side either. That's a good sign. Alright you guys, so it's the next day. I don't know what happened with the video yesterday. It recorded all the audio, but in the middle of the video, like the actual video part of it froze. So I don't know. I'm guessing it was just too hot, honestly, because it was super hot, and I've never seen my GoPro do that. It's a brand new GoPro, so that's what I'm gonna kind of chalking it up to. But it's the next day. I got everything set up. Everything's working. Filter's working good. Got water flowing in each bucket. As you can see, we got water coming out of this outflow right here, and we got water flowing out of this outflow as well. I got the Tabasco peppers back in here. They're doing good. They're super happy. They were not happy in those little mason jars, I'll tell you that. It was way too hot for them. And yeah, I also added some new peppers. Hopefully these will do a little bit better than the last plants that were in here. Now that I got them all set up, running off the pond, all as one filter. So in this one I got, I don't know if you guys can see that, the Fresh Bites orange peppers. I've never actually had these before, but supposedly they're good to grow in containers. So hopefully they do good. This guy's already looking healthy. And then on this side I put in the jalapeno peppers, the early flames. And this guy has a super thick stem. It's looking really healthy. I picked some of the flowers off so it won't start producing any peppers yet. I want it to get a little bit bigger first. But yeah, all the peppers are doing good. The pothos, not so much. These leaves literally turned yellow within a day, so I don't know if it's something I did or if it's just too hot out here. I'm thinking it's too hot, and I think they're getting too much sun over here in the corner. But it is what it is. Besides that, the fish are doing awesome. Didn't lose any fish. I actually unplugged this heater so I can technically just take this out. Go ahead and do that. Oh man. Of course it's all wrapped up in the pothos. So I'll have to figure that out later. But yeah, let's go ahead and feed these fish. I know they're hungry. I haven't fed them since this morning. I'm gonna give them some of this extreme spirulina flakes. They love this stuff. So basically what I do is, if you guys don't know, goldfish need a little bit of veggies, greens in their diet. You don't want to give them just strictly a lot of protein. So what I do is I'll feed them the goldfish pellets in the morning, and then I'll feed them this spirulina flake at nighttime. So they're getting a little mixed variety, balance of protein and veggies. And then also probably like twice, 2 or 3 times a week, I'll feed French cut green beans for the bristlenose in here. There's a whole bunch of bristlenose in here. They come out at night. They're mostly hiding during these rocks, during the day, but at nighttime they come out. But anyways, I'll feed them French cut green beans, and the goldfish will eat the green beans as well. So they're also munching on that stuff. Oh, there's one bristlenose right there actually. Now you can see it just went this way. See it there, I could find another one. There's another guy right here, bristlenose. Yeah, let's go ahead and give him some more. Bigger Rando right here. This guy's a monster. Gentle giant actually. It's so cute. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Just wanted to give you guys an update, a final video. Finished the filter. Like I said, I don't know what happened with the camera yesterday. I just think it was maybe too hot. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Till next time.